This video is about the two Balkan Wars of 1912 and 1913. The Balkan Wars were important in the build-up to World War I, but they also had a massive impact on the long-term development of Southeast Europe. Involved were the Ottoman Empire and all of the nations and countries of the Balkans. To the background, the Ottoman Empire ruled large parts of Southeast Europe for centuries, but during the 19th century, this influence was fading away and de facto independent states emerged. These states became independent in a process from 1832 to 1910. These new founded countries wanted to expand their territory because of ethnic and political reasons. In 1908, Austria-Hungary annexed Bosnia, and that meant, especially for Serbia, an expansion to the north would not be possible. Now to expand the territory, it has to be on the expense of the Ottoman Empire. Shortly before the Balkan Wars, the Italo-Turkish War showed that the Ottoman Empire is militarily weak. Now the countries of the Balkans wanted to take advantage of the situation and formed the Balkan League, consisting of Serbia, Greece, Montenegro and Bulgaria. In October 1912, these countries declared war on the Ottoman Empire. The Balkan Wars started with an offensive of the Balkan League on all fronts. The Greek army won a battle in the south, the Serbians won in the north, and the east, the Bulgarians scored a victory. After another Bulgarian victory, the capital of the Ottoman Empire, Constantinople, was even threatened. And when the Greek won another battle, which led to the capture of Thessaloniki on the 2nd of November 1912, the Ottoman Empire was in full retreat and on the back foot on all fronts. The Bulgarian and Serbian troops started to besiege Adrianople on the 3rd of November 1912. A Serbian victory in the Battle of Monastir meant that the Ottoman rule over Macedonia had ended for good. But the Ottomans can score a victory and prevent the Bulgarians to break through and take Constantinople in the east. Albania declared its independence on the 28th of November 1912. Then the great powers convened to find a solution for the Balkans at the London Conference. However, until they would come up with a solution, some time should pass. A look at the naval warfare. Some historians say the most significant contribution to the victory of the Balkan League was made by the Greek Navy. Of course, the Greek Navy prevailed in two naval battles and prevented the Ottomans shipping troops to Europe. Back to the west, the Bulgarian and Serbian troops could take Adrianople on the 26th of March 1913. But the fighting there continued. Another Greek victory secured Epirus for the Balkan League. As mentioned earlier, the great powers of Europe tried to find a solution, and they came up with one which ended the First Balkan War. They determined, the Treaty of London determined that there is a newfound state, Albania. The Ottoman Empire had to cede Crete and most of its European territory. But how this territory is divided between the members of the Balkan League was not determined, and that would lead to the Second Balkan War. The Bulgarians were not happy with this arrangement. They wanted to extend their territory and advanced against the Serbians and the Greek. But the Greek army won a battle and could advance further north. Also, the Serbian army could hold the Bulgarian advance, won the battle, and could go on the offensive themselves. Bulgarian forces won a battle further north and could stop the Serbians invading Bulgaria itself. But now Romania declared war. This country saw an opportunity and quickly advanced in the north and towards Bulgaria's capital, Sofia. The same happened in the east. The Ottoman forces saw the chance to retake Adrianople, which they successfully did. The Bulgarians were then successful and could halt a Serbian and Montenegrin attack. Finally, after an exhausting period of the war, the Treaty of Bucharest ended the Balkan Wars, and that was signed on the 10th of August 1913. The Balkan Wars significantly changed the map of Southeast Europe. Here you see a map before the war and then after. Romania gained territories of Bulgaria, Macedonia was divided between Greece and Serbia, Albania, a new country emerged, and the Ottoman Empire lost nearly all of its European positions. Furthermore, Bulgaria temporarily had an access to the Mediterranean. The Balkan Wars were not only politically motivated, but also ethnically. And that included crimes against civilians and ethnic cleansing. The consequence out of this was that the relationships between the Balkan countries were significantly damaged for decades. Furthermore, as mentioned in the beginning, the Balkan Wars had a significant impact on the development to World War I. That was the Balkan Wars in 5.